You've created your demo, you've personalized it, and you've embedded it in all the right places. But here's the question that leadership will inevitably ask. Is it actually working? In this video, I'll show you how to answer that by measuring demo performance, the metrics that matter, how to interpret intent, and how to prove ROI. Views are basic but essential. How many people are loading your demo? Compare demo views to page traffic to understand your demo engagement rate. If thousands of people see the page but few open the demo, the issue is often placement or messaging, not the demo itself. Views tell you who opened the demo. Engagement percentage tells you who actually used it. Engagement measures whether viewers clicked, hotspots, advanced steps, or interacted with content. This is a signal that someone moved from passive interest to active exploration. A healthy demo doesn't just get opened, it gets clicked and interacted with. This could be your most important quality metric. Benchmarks from our 2026 research show that the top performing demos get 80% completion, with most averaging 50%. If completion rate is too low, it usually means the demo is too long, it's too generic, or it's not aligned with viewer interest. Supademo's step-by-step analytics show exactly where viewers leave. If 40% of viewers drop off at step 5, you know precisely where to investigate and where to improve. Are viewers rushing through or taking time to engage? You compare session duration when available with view count and completion rate to determine whether your demo is too short or too shallow, too long or fatiguing, or well-paced and engaging. This tells you whether viewers took the next step, like booking a demo, starting a trial, or contacting sales. From there, you can further drill down to which buttons in a chapter drove the most action. This is where demo engagement turns into pipeline. To go even further, you can filter analytics by demo creator, date range, source, and even session-specific IP, address, city, and device data. This makes it incredibly easy to see what's actually working. For example, whether embedded demos outperformed share links, or which updates improved engagement. So you can double down on the highest impact patterns. Homepage demos, feature demos, and pricing demos perform very differently, so you want to track them independently. Early drop-off equals weak hook or wrong audience, mid-demo drop-off equals too long or losing focus, and late drop-off equals unclear or weak CTA. This is how you prove ROI. If your homepage converts at 3% without a demo and 5% with a hero demo, that's a 67% lift you can directly attribute to interactive demos. Analytics are most powerful when they reach your team automatically. Slack integrations give you real-time alerts when a high-value account engages. This allows sales to follow up when interest is most high. CRM integrations push demo engagement data directly into contact and deal records, so marketing and sales see the same intent signals without manual reporting. A pro tip is to review demo performance monthly and try to make one improvement per review cycle. Some common fixes to common problems include low engagement, you want to improve placement or opening hook. For low completion, you want to shorten or refocus the demo. High drop-off as a step, you want to rewrite or remove that step completely. And for low CTA or chapter clicks, you want to strengthen clarity as well as urgency. Our 2026 research shows teams updating demos weekly or monthly see 18% higher ROI and impact versus teams updating only on major releases. To wrap things up, measurement turns website demos into nice to have into a proven growth engine. You want to track these first, then engagement, then session behavior, completion, as well as conversion. That's how interactive demos become one of your highest performing assets.